This is a collective reading and intuitive energetics for the first week of March, the 1st through the 7th. I'm Kat Beck. This is Mystic Medicine. Let's get right into it. Whew. So the first thing I tapped into was that all of these shackles, the shackles of society, of the constructs of our conditioning, have been released for this collective. But these change, all this weight is now at the ground at our feet, and we're still feeling the heaviness of this. And we're very aware of it now. We can see the ways in which we have been mind controlled and manipulated forever. So that weight is really on the ground, and it's making it hard to get momentum, to take forward steps, or to even know what is the direction to take. You might experience this personally in your life, but also as a collective. We're all like, what do we do from here? We literally do not know how to proceed. This weight is at our feet, and the metal that creates these shackles, the element of metal in traditional Chinese medicine, relates to our lungs and the emotional experience of grief. And what we are asked to do at this time is to really metabolize all of this grief, the weight of it all, to really not just feel it, but to alchemize it so that we can turn the substance that we have, all this metal, into a sword, into the sword of discernment, of protection, of boundaries, of slicing through the bullshit. Okay, so we have to really allow ourselves to not get stuck in this cycle of grief. Grief isn't something we get rid of. It's something we metabolize and integrate. And I think we all need to accept that a lot of the discomfort and disbelief and disillusionment that we're experiencing isn't something we're just going to release and let go. It's something that we really have to fully move through. And a lot of people did this years ago. A lot of the information that has been coming to the collective isn't new for a lot of people. And so if it's not new for you and you've already moved through this process, you are a frequency holder to help stabilize for the newbies that are coming too. And it's really necessary that you really yield those swords and use them to guide the mass collective that has their eyes open now, to learn how to be more discerning, to learn how to turn up the bullshit detectors, right? That's your role here. And the second part of this intuitive reading that's coming in is it's like the puzzle pieces are starting to really click into place. But you're only getting the puzzle for the precise next step to take. Not for 10 steps out, not even for 2 steps out. Just one step at a time. But things are clicking into place and you feel that. And sometimes when you feel that momentum building, you're like, yes, let's go. I want to see the whole vision. I want to know what is next. And I need to remind you that is our ego chiming in, wanting the reins, wanting to control, wanting to take over again, wanting to know the future, to feel safe, to feel stable in the now. That's an illusion. We have to stop trying to figure out the future. That is quite a collective hook in the spiritual community. And while we can utilize the planets and other systems to predict how we perceive the future to be, it isn't serving us at all anymore. Sorry. It's actually only hooking us into that ego pattern of control more. And so I ask you, how can you let those reins totally go? How can you catch yourself in those patterns of trying to figure out the future so that you feel safe now? So that you have all of your consciousness rooted in the here and now, all of your power available now, instead of trying to bloop, bloop, go into the future. I'm going to start to move with this energy for whatever all of that has brought up, revealed, or restored in you. As a recovering planaholic, ex-control freak, like, I feel you. I can only speak to these things as someone who has literally gone through the fires of all that. And it's not about throwing out all of that, but it's about attuning to it and utilizing in a way that is not guided by your small self, your ego, your protective personality. So I'm going to start to unplug any of the hooks, cords, tech, illusions, and inversions that have been siphoning that soul stream and kind of like impersonating it. Dissolve and disintegrate across time and space in all directions. Thank you. Starting to feel your consciousness start to really sink into the heart. So moving it from this third eye, this mental sphere, down the central channel into the heart. Breathing into the heart, let it expand. Exhale. Everything centers, realigns, and calibrates. And feeling all of that metal from those old chains, those shackles that you have freed yourself from, that you've alleviated your physical and consciousness from. Starting to feel all of that warming up, heating up, so get nice and melted down. And so that you can start to mold it into a sword. Maybe you got a couple swords. Maybe you want a shield in there too. What do you want to create? What do you need here? I've got 2 swords. And asking for the frequencies of discernment, of beautiful boundaries, clarity, and protection to come through these. And with that, that fortifies our field so that we really don't need that. I need to know what's next to feel okay. I need to know the unknown. I need to at least have an idea of it. We've got to really settle into being okay here and now without the facade of reassurance. Starting to work with the small intestine, the spleen, the SI joint, sacrum. And please bring in the specific frequency color codes for each person to recalibrate each of these body parts, systems. Really stabilizing the root here with the sacrum so that it's not driven by fear of the future. And really clearing the spleen. And I'm saying it's like we're like wringing it out so that our intuition and the voice of it and that gut feeling, so that we can trust it. And from the small intestine, we clear any and all excess fire, burnout from the overflow of collective rage that isn't being utilized for action, right? We want rage that is utilized towards action, not the fire that is just stuck there permeating, creating inflammation. We want the energy to move, to flow. Whew. Let everything ground and settle. Close and seal our fields at this time. Thank you so much for being a part of this collective attunement. Each person that tunes into this, we're all creating this together. So thank you. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I do these weekly. The time is now. I'm glad you're here.